Hello everybody, Domsrex01 here, and here I am doing a video on my growing concerns about the Jurassic Park franchise. Well, if you haven't been keeping up with news lately, but Disney, which owns Marvel, is has sort of plans of buying Fox, which owns X-Men, and Fantastic Four. Then I realized they're really big properties. For some reason, I thought to Google the biggest movies or franchises to ever be released. Number 1 was Star Wars Force Awakens, which Disney owns. Then Avatar, which is the second, which is actually a Disney property now. And the second one is Titanic, which I don't think Disney would bother since there's no point in making sequels for that. And the fourth one was Jurassic World. And after that, it was either Avengers or one of the Dark Knight movies. Well, anyway, I realized something. It looks like that Disney is buying nearly all the big franchises. Like, they're planning on buying Fox, which has X-Men and Fantastic Four, which are pretty big series, which are really big franchises. And then, because X-Men is really popular, if one's released, guaranteed to make millions. If a Fantastic Four movie is released, it would do okay. Depends on how the trailers would look. But stupid kids would go to see it anyway. Well, I wonder how many times I'm going to say "well" in this video. Is it like 5 times already, and it's only in its first 2 minutes? Okay, and looks like, since they're going around and buying almost all of the big franchises which they can buy, because they can't buy DC because it's one of their rivals. Meanwhile, I'm not really sure or not, but they might have a possibility to buy the Jurassic Park franchise. Or Jurassic World. For now, I'm just going to call it the Jurassic franchise. Which I don't really know if they could or not, since Universal is a rival company. But yet again, Fox is also a rival company to Disney. And actually, wasn't the people who did in Universal make Avatar? Or was that Legendary? Because I remember watching the movie the other day and it didn't have a Disney opening. At least I don't think it did. Anyway, so Jurassic World is the 4th highest ranking movie of all time to make money. Made over £1 billion, which I say pounds, Americans say dollars, other people say euros. I've got no fucking clue what the rest of the world says. But anyway, they might buy the Jurassic franchise, and the reason that this is so worrying to me is that because, if Disney bought it, they can make dark stuff. They've made the Pirates of the Caribbean stuff. That's only one thing. Those films are now absolutely awful. And the Jurassic franchise just returned after a long hiatus. I can't blame them if they have ideas to buy the Jurassic franchise because the next Jurassic World 2 guaranteed to make millions, maybe even $1 billion. Because at the end of the day, all the companies care is about your money, and especially Disney. But since the news going around about how certain cinemas are refusing to show Star Wars The Last Jedi because Disney's demanding too much money to get back from the cinemas. Because you don't know, the cinema takes some of the money, I can't take anything for example, let's take these 2 IREX legs. Okay, this is the full profit in total. Like, let's say this is $1 billion. Okay? Disney takes some, and the cinema takes some. Meanwhile, it used to be almost 50-50. Pretty sure 65 goes to Disney, and 35 goes to the cinema. Now I'm pretty sure it's like 85 goes to Disney, and 15 goes to the cinema. Some cinemas are refusing to show it because Disney's demanding too much money from them. Stuff like this might happen to the Jurassic World franchise, because it's the 4th highest ranking movie to make money of all time. Personally, I'm glad about that, because I love the Jurassic franchise. I love the first one. I like Jurassic World, The Lost World. I'm quite good. I think Jurassic Park 3 is quite good. It's not that bad. And I absolutely adore Jurassic World. I mean, like, if Disney took it, it would probably they'll totally tone down the violence. Like, a lot. I mean, like, in the last movie, we got one of the bloodiest, well, not bloodiest, but one of the most brutal death scenes of all time in the Jurassic franchise. I don't know in cinema history, but I know it will probably be in the top 100 or 1000. The thing is, if Disney bought the franchise, they probably wouldn't dare to do stuff like that. The thing is, Universal has like this kind of contract thing, like for the next 3 movies for the Jurassic franchise, which is Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, and the 3rd one. And I'm pretty sure it hasn't been confirmed what's going to happen to the Jurassic franchise after that. So that probably leaves a big enough hole for Disney to come in and snatch the Jurassic franchise and ruin it. Because hopefully, if they do get it, hopefully they won't completely reboot it. Because if they do, it will bring in more fans, but people will hate it, I can already tell. Because the violence will be toned down a lot. Like, I don't know, I've never personally seen any of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. Meanwhile, I am a big Marvel fan. But the thing is, there are lots of deaths in the Jurassic Park franchise. And let's think about the Marvel franchise. Let's think about how many deaths there's been after nearly over 15 movies, I think. Oh no, I've lost track. Like, over those movies, there's only been 1 death. 1 proper death. Just 1 death. How's it even possible? 1 death over a load of movies. Like, in the Jurassic franchise, there's tons of deaths. There's like, guaranteed people will die in each movie. Unlike the Marvel movies where like, nobody dies. Like, think about, they brought Loki back, they brought Agent Coulson back, and let's think about who almost died. They brought Nick Fury back. But meanwhile, Quicksilver, one of the characters which people wanted to bring back, didn't come back. Meanwhile, that's over tons of movies, and only 1 death. That is just astounding to me. Even their competitors, DreamWorks, like for example, let's take the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, one of my favourite franchises of all time. They've only had 2 movies, and 1 of the main characters died. That is more than one studio with 2 movies able killed off the same amount of characters as 1 studio did with a bunch of movies. That is just